My name is Sonia Thornton, and I'm 18 years old. Um, I found out about 10 months ago now that I was pregnant and couldn't have been more happy. And then I realized that I wasn't ready to be a mother and looked into going into adoption. And had me meet with Cindy from Adoption Dreams Come True to talk about all of this. And Cindy couldn't have been like any more perfect for the person for me to talk to and make me feel comfortable. I just knew that I was too young. I didn't have the money or the means to take care of him, and so I decided to give him to someone else was the best thing that I could do for him. My counseling with Cindy over the past couple months has been really helpful for me. She's helped me understand how much it means to someone else to be given a gift as precious as your own flesh and blood, your child. But she always made sure that I knew that I wasn't a bad person for it. I wasn't horrible because I had a baby and couldn't take care of it. I know that I couldn't have done anything better for him, for myself, and for his new parents. And yeah, I'd like to have him back just because I love him so much, but I just know that I show him more love by letting him have a better life.
Hi, we're the Straight Family. I'm Greg.
I'm Michelle. What's your name?
Bella.
This is Bella Rose.
And this is Sophia Rose.
I think one of the things that attracted us to go with Cindy at that time was her honesty really came through, and just kind of sat us down and said, here's the process, here's the things that are true about the process, here's the things that are not true that are a Lifetime movie about the process. That helped a lot. Realized that the agency we had originally gone through with Bella was going to be branching off, and Cindy was going to be doing her own agency. And so were we still interested? And there was absolutely no question that we would just automatically go with Cindy. We were so happy and just had already formed a personal relationship with her. We support Adoption Dreams Come True for several reasons. One, just for the difference they made in our lives. I mean, they made us a family. Seeing what a valuable asset they are to the birth families,
Absolutely.
I think, too, and helping them transition. And because when you get to actually meet the birth moms and kind of make that relationship with them, you want everything to be okay for them, too. I think the sliding scale that we came into for us, one, it just made perfect sense. We're like, why aren't other places doing something like that? We always knew that obviously finances were going to be involved, but we wanted to know that, could trust that the finances were used appropriately. One thing I think we liked was it's smaller. Although there's enough people to take care of things, you're not working with 8 different people. So that when I call the agency, I can say, hi, Christine. It's Michelle, and I know her and she knows me, instead of trying to find the person, and they will wait, let me check your last name, and, things like that. So Adoption Dream supports the community by giving an outlet for maybe these moms or birth families who don't feel like they have any options or any choices to come in and talk about it.
Dan O'Connell, and this is my wife, Karen O'Connell, and we have Emma and Kira and Keegan.
Emma and Kira are both biological children, and then we adopted Keegan a year and a half ago. We actually had an adoption fall through, and it was heartbreaking at the time, but Cindy and Emily were amazing in helping us get through that and walking us through it, and we were in the process of possibly going a different route. We weren't sure that we could emotionally go through that again, but Cindy and Emily both were just so loving and so caring, and really wanted what was best for us and for our family, and helped us through it. And luckily, a couple months later, right?
We got another call.
We got another call, and Keegan came to us the next day.
Yes. I know for us, one of the big issues we had was we have biological children, and we've looked around, and there's quite a few agencies that have particular things that they look at when they're looking at at prospective parents, and that was going to be a difficulty. And this was an agency that said, we think that's a great thing, and we think blended families can be very successful, and there was a lot of other philosophies that Adoption Dreams Come True has that we share, and so it was definitely a very positive experience for us.
Yeah, I think their mission statement overall, your mission statement just fit what we were looking for in terms of, it seemed like each family was being judged based on that family and not necessarily if you were a certain age or a certain religion, or yes, things that you couldn't change about yourself, that we had biological children. You know, there were so many things that's just who we are, and I felt like we were being judged based on us. I think that a lot of times people think that they're not even, the adoption is not even an option for them because of the expense, and really if you look into agencies and you research it, Adoption Dreams Come True certainly was an answer to our dreams because it was something that we could do financially as well. So
it can be, it's a very emotional, it's a lot of emotional roller coaster going through adoption, and we felt like we had some support every step of the way, and we had somebody telling us the reality of what's going to happen before it happened, and then being by our side when it did happen, through the hard times and through the good. And when all was said and done, and Keegan's ours, you know, it's all worth it. You'd go do it all over again.
I think the other thing too for me was I felt really comfortable in your ability to counsel the birth parents. That in looking at other agencies, I just really felt like you had the strongest connection with the birth moms. Each step of the way, you know, how do you tell a birth mom, thank you for the decision you made, and thank you for thinking of us and putting us in a position of trust.
When we first met Adoption Dreams, we were actually looking for a possible future tenant for the building next door to our office. We had joked around about the building next to the office for quite a few years, affectionately calling it the crack house, watching random people coming and going, sleeping in the front yard, making our office look terrible. The opportunity came for us to make more of this place. So when we put it for lease, we thought, well, let's just hope we get the right tenant. In working with Patty Spencer, we had conveyed what we wanted next door to complement our company and to have the right people there instead of just having cramming some tenants in. So we went through the process. She brought in Cindy with Adoption Dreams. She got a call and said, we've got a new tenant with a very tight budget. Do you want to talk to him? And we went in, said, of course, let's meet Cindy, and really felt very comfortable with Cindy right away. At that point, we went through the lease process, and it wasn't the perfect lease, but it was a perfect tenant. And at that point, we were very motivated to get them in. Went to the board, met the board, and I will say that meeting the board was probably what really tied the knot for us in the what we felt that Adoption Dreams had a very strong board, very active, a lot of people that really drilled a lot of questions to myself in the interview process before they made the decision to move in, which really set my comfort level very well. Did not want this to be taken lightly on, you know, the expense that we were going to go through to get them into a very nice building, as nice as we could do within reason, and the board was outstanding. Once we started the process of the remodel, it turned into, like most remodels, well, you know what, why stop here? Let's just get the thing out. Let's just make this place Let's get rid of all the old junk, the old feeling of this place. Let's gut it out and let's make this entire place brand new. And Cindy was more than happy to go through that with us, and Cinda. And through the hard work of a lot of different people, the building is now a very nice, showable building for them. We have a wonderful tenant next door, and we're just thrilled. Adoption Dreams has now become very much a partner with us here at Highcraft. Our company just loves all the women that work next door. They've become friends, and in the community we feel like we've really partnered up with them. It's amazing how often we hear, oh, you guys are right next to Adoption Dreams. And we're very happy to hear that constantly. And Adoption Dreams has been very good to us as well, and we just really appreciate the opportunity to be partners with them. Our role with Adoption Dreams and what we like is really to be an active part of making sure that their place of business is one of safety and comfort, and bringing professionalism to just for somebody walking in the door. And that means that their building is very well maintained, very clean, works efficiently, and a source of pride for all those who work there or just go in. We're just very happy to be a part of Adoption Dreams, and very excited for the opportunity, along with we just feel very blessed within our company that we have met the women that work with Adoption Dreams, and they've just been a delight.